Deanna here from Long Island. And let me tell you something. All right. So I'm not one for conspiracy theories. I'm definitely not one to panic. Well, I do have panic disorder, so I have an anxiety disorder. Whatever I can't control freaks me out. But I'm not very panicky when it comes to, like, if you hear, oh, there's a flu going around or a stomach virus. It is what it is, although I can be a little germ phobic at times. So my story is that recently here on Long Island you could not get N95 masks anywhere. Anywhere. Everybody was freaking out and running to stores and cleaning them out. So I'm the type of person that I'd rather be prepared than not be prepared. My family members were laughing at me, telling me I'm being ridiculous, that this is just a flu, just like any other flu, even though this isn't even a flu, it's a coronavirus. And it's apparently going around so bad that China has over 31,000 cases, close to 700 deaths already. And I'm going to tell you something right now, guys. I do not believe China one bit. It's not the Chinese people, it's their government. So the CCP or the Chinese Communist Party are not going to tell the truth. Let's face it. I can guarantee you that you can times all those like statistics by 10. So if there's 31,000 cases, let's just say there's at least 200 to 300,000 cases. I will guarantee you, if I was a betting woman, I would bet on this. Hands down, I would throw a couple of $100 down. Let me tell you also, they claim it's like almost 700 deaths. Times that by at least 5 or 10. Yeah, so that's why I went to get the N95 mask. Now, a lot of you will probably say, oh, those masks aren't effective against viruses. It's a waste, it's pretty much a joke. But why do doctors wear them in the hospitals? The same type of N95 respirator masks? Obviously, for some reason. And let's face it, they don't want us running out in a panic buying up all these masks, because then what do simple people, like, say, people in the construction business or painters do when they need N95 masks? There's going to be none left. Well, there actually is none left. And also, I'm thinking, what about the healthcare professionals themselves? If everyone's stockpiling these masks, pretty much there's going to be none left. And China can't get them. China, with this horrible virus, the Wuhan flu, they can't get masks. There's a couple of billion people in China, and they can't even get masks. So they're all going crazy. They bought them all up. You can't get them in China. You can't get them in Asia. And Long Island, New York, you can't get them either. All the local hardware stores and drugstores are sold out. I noticed, I did a search and I found out the nearest N95 masks at the big box stores were over 300 miles away from my location here on Long Island. So I wasn't going to play around. I figured it's better to be safe than to be sorry. So I went on HomeDepot.com 2 weeks ago, and the N95 masks were in stock. And I only purchased like 20 of them. It's not like I was being selfish or greedy. I figured for me and my husband and my 2 kids, that should be enough. It's, just in case of an emergency, just to have them. So I bought 20 of them. It said in stock. 3 days goes by, 4 days goes by, 5 days goes by. And then I get an email saying, your money is being refunded. This order is canceled. The item is back ordered for months. So they canceled my order. And I was pissed, guys, pissed. And I'm sure that stuff happens, but they shouldn't have had the listing say in stock if it wasn't in stock. But so what are you going to do? So I went on Amazon and I purchased 20 masks from a third-party seller. 3 days goes by, I get a cancellation notice. Yep, they said out of stock. They gave me my money back and canceled my order. Well, then I went on again onto a different third-party seller selling them. And the same thing happened. 3-4 days later, I got a cancellation, my money refunded, and no masks. So I went crazy on the internet looking all over, and HarborFreight.com had masks, and they were $1.99 each. So I ordered 20 of them. So I was getting nervous because 3 days goes by and my order still said processing. So I was like, here we go. They're going to cancel my order and I'm not going to get any masks. And guess what? Arrived today on my doorstep. N95 masks. So I got 20 of them. At least I got 20. Also with my order, I ordered surgical masks, 50 non-woven surgical masks. and the type that go attached to your ears. You know what I'm talking about? And they canceled that part of my order and said, no more in stock. You can't get those anywhere. So that was a bummer. Now, also on Amazon, I ordered goggles for my family and I. Yes, goggles. They claim that this virus can get in your eyes. So a mask is, I mean, not 100% effective. And if you don't wear goggles, guess what? It's going to enter your eyes and infect you. So I got 4 goggles and I bought disposable gloves. So let's see, actually, I didn't even open these yet, what the N95 Respirator masks look like from Harbor Freight. Actually, I'm pretty happy. They're individually wrapped, it appears, and they look pretty decent. I went back on harborfreighttoday.com. I said, you know what? Since they fulfilled my order, let me order 20 more. Guess what, guys? Sold out. Can't even get them anymore. So nobody has them. So my family said to me, we're not wearing these stupid masks, and we're not wearing the goggles. I said, look, I'm not saying to wear it now, but hey, look, let's face it. We live in New York. New York has like the largest population of people that travel back and forth to and from China, like in the world, guys. I mean, absolutely, it's insane. You know, pretty soon, sooner or later, this Wuhan flu or coronavirus is going to be hitting New York. Now, you're not hearing too many cases in the news happening in the US. So far, it's only 12. I don't believe that number. I do not believe that at all. With all the millions of people that travel back and forth from China to the US, if you're telling me there's only 12 cases, that's baloney. It's a pack of bull. So I have a feeling pretty soon, I'm not trying to panic anyone, we're going to hear of something pretty messed up happening here in the US because let's face it, I mean, we can't stop the global trade. We can't stop people from traveling all over the world. It's not like it's 1897 where people would just take a ship somewhere. Everybody travels everywhere. You can go from one place to another in like a few hours and ends up on the other side of the world in like 10, 12 hours. So, I mean, that's why I figured, oh my goodness, I have to get these masks. If you haven't gotten the masks, I'm not kidding you. I was going to suggest Harbor Freight, but no, they're out now. And maybe your local Home Depot might have a few left, somewhere on a shelf, but I highly doubt it. I hope you guys all stay safe, and I hope you guys don't get this horrible disease. So take care, and I'll see you guys all soon. So long.